Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for letting me spend some time with you. I certainly do appreciate it. And don't forget the like, share, subscribe. You know all the buttons you got to push, right? Just makes it easier for other people to find us just like you did. The algorithms they're using today are quite amazing, I guess is a good way to say it. The way computers work irritate me as much as fascinate me. And I'll just leave that there. Something I apparently have been neglecting to do, and I was reminded of it. Somebody was kind enough to send a message and say, "Hey, you haven't been given the books site." So author Jerry Mitchell's where the books are sold. Want to do that before I forget again. So there we are. Oh my goodness. When you're running a one-horse show, right? If I don't put it in my notes, I forget. And I don't usually put that in my notes. I'm supposed to remember it. I should be smart enough to remember that, but not always. Not always. Now, on to what I want to talk about. And this actually comes from something, a conversation last week, I believe it was. And it was about how our Creator is described in different places in the Bible. And, in quite a few places, he's seen as sitting on his throne. Right? That's what a king does. He sits on his throne. He's doing the things that he does. He's continuing to create. He's speaking with people. We see that Job chapter 1, he's speaking with Satan, right? Satan comes strolling across the throne room, and it starts a conversation. There's a partial transcript of the conversation there. Sometimes we see him walking. Like when he hides Moses' cleft of the rock in Exodus 33, right? But something happens when he stands up, and it is much, much different. Now, when earthly kings are sitting in their court, they're sitting on their throne, and we could say court is in session, right? People bring petitions to the court. They say the things they want to say, and then after all of the testimony has been given, the king thinks for a moment, and he will stand up and announce his judgment. Right? Now, depending on the petition, it may or may not be a matter of life and death. It could be various things. If we look at Daniel chapter 6, for instance, the leaders wanted to find a way to trap Daniel. So they said, "Hey, king, for 30 days, just sign this decree that says nobody can pray to any god or any king or anybody else except you for 30 days. And if they do, well, they get thrown into a den of lions." And the king says, "Well, that's a good idea." So he signs the decree, right? He stands up, goes over to his table, signs the decree. That's the way it worked. You didn't sign it while you were still on the throne. It wasn't brought to you. You had to actually get up and go to the royal table and sign the decree. When our Creator stands up, it's different. His decision is absolutely final. It is universal. There is no appeal. There's no way that anyone or anything in heaven or on earth will be able to change anything that he has decided. Once his decision, once my mind's made up, my mind's made up. And because he is God, he can do that. And it's never a good day for his enemies, right? It's just never a good day for his enemies. It's not going to. When he stands up and passes judgment, you don't want to be on the wrong side, right? Psalm 68 begins, "God arises, his enemies are scattered, and those who hate him flee from his presence. As smoke is blown away, you will drive them out. As wax melts before the fire, the wicked will perish in the presence of God. But the righteous will be glad. They will celebrate with joy." Let's look at something interesting here. When God arises, his enemies are scattered. Those who hate him flee from his presence. I'm not sure that's voluntary. Okay? I'm not sure that's voluntary. Just saying. Just saying. Now, the image is as soon as he stands up, his enemies know what is about to happen. It will be immediate and it will be final. It's finished at that point. Look at Numbers 10:35. We see this all over. Numbers 10:35. Whenever the ark set out, Moses would say, "Rise up, O Lord, may your enemies be scattered, may those who hate you flee before you." When the ark was set out, Moses would say, "Rise up, O Lord." Stand up. Scatter your enemies. Get rid of the people who hate you. Isaiah 33. The people flee the thunder of your voice. The nations scatter when you rise. When God stands up, it's never a good day for his enemies. And of course, I cannot not include, double negative there. I have to include Psalm 82. God presides in the divine assembly. He renders judgment among the gods. And that judgment that is so final is that divine beings who have rebelled against him will suffer the same fate as mankind who rebels against him. It's that simple. There's no place to run. There's no place to hide. When he stands and he speaks his decision, it is final. And with nothing more than his words. Same thing, same way he created. Just like he created. He spoke and he created. His decision will punish those who have corrupted his creation, both in heaven and on earth. His enemies will cease to be among the righteous, and the righteous will rejoice and be glad. Why is that? If you look at Haggai 2:6, this is what the Lord of hosts says. Once more, in a little while, he's not ready to do it yet. Once more, in a little while, I will shake the heavens and the earth, the sea and the dry land. He's going to speak, just as he created. He's going to speak and he's going to shake everything. Joel 3:16, the Lord will roar from Zion and raise his voice from Jerusalem. Heaven and earth will tremble, but the Lord will be a refuge for his people, a stronghold for the people of Israel. And the people who, of course, would join with Israel, not the nation, the people. The only way that you're going to survive this, the only way you're going to survive his wrath, his judgment, his shaking, is to live the way we're designed to live, to listen to his voice, obey his commands. You know, the suggestions of mankind, the doctrines of your denomination, even the things your mama told you, right? They're not going to have any weight. There's no tradition that you practice, no words in the songs that you sing. None of that's going to matter. The only thing that's going to matter are the words of our Creator. His words are the only words that offer life now and after we leave this earth. When our Creator stands to pass judgment, our Creator stands to pass judgment on you, are you going to be blown away like smoke or scattered from his presence? Think about that. Have you been living? You know where I'm going. But you have a choice. You have a choice. You have the choice to make. You have the ability, you are given the ability to hear his voice and do the things he's telling you to do. That choice is yours to make, and I would suggest you choose very, very carefully. Very, very carefully. That's just something to think about until next time. I wanted to keep this kind of short because it is not something that I need to dwell on. It's pretty straightforward, right? So until next time, I wish you many, many blessings, everyone.